Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It's lovely to see you all again. As always, please do ignore my missus's laundry over my shoulder there. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning, just finished watching the football, and I can't be arsed moving it. I just wanted to pump out this quick video to you guys in relation to what's been going on in this country, yet again, for the last, 24, 38 hours, that sort of time frame. Now, what's been going on is people across the board in Bristol, Liverpool, Hartlepool, Sunderland, and probably a couple of other places that I forgot to mention, have been kicking clean off, and I mean heavily kicking off. And it just got me to thinking about a couple of things. Now, in relation to these riots, I suppose we could call them, I am not condoning them. Just before we go any further, I am not condoning this type of behaviour, but I can understand why it is happening. I mean, over the last 20, 30 years in this country, we have seen a whole host of incidents that wouldn't usually happen in this country up until something happened in 1997. I mean, we've had a Ariana Grande concert being blown up where children lost their lives. We've had various stabbings. We've had Lee Rigby. We've had an army officer being stabbed, etc., etc., etc. You know where I'm going with this. And all people have done during that time, stayed silent, had private vigils, lit candles, sing Kumbaya, show all this togetherness and solidarity and all this nicely bouncy stuff, etc., etc. And history only proves that this does nothing to calm the situations that they are quietly praying for and quietly holding a vigil for, etc. So, to me, I can't see another route that these people can go down without kicking clean off like they are now. Because, like I say, obviously these private little vigils and these linking arms with other communities and this togetherness and all this other stuff just doesn't work. It doesn't cut the mustard, does it? I mean, just for example, look at it now. These riots that have been going on across the board, they are being demonised as far-right thugs and thuggery, and we will stamp it out. I mean, sheer condemnation across the board through all political parties, all political figures, everything, social commentators, the lot. We shouldn't be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that, we shouldn't be doing this, etc., etc. But then again, on the flip side, can you remember the BLM movement back when George Floyd lost his life? How he lost his life is up to your interpretation, not mine. I'm saying nothing on that subject for obvious reasons. But most of America got burnt down because of the death of George Floyd. And most of that was commended. Their voices were heard. There is many laws that have been passed now all through Black Lives Matter, various race laws and critical race theory, all that stuff, all through the death of one man. Yet when 3 little girls get killed, 3 innocent little girls get killed, and we eventually show our frustration, I mean, after years and years of being shat on from a great height, we get lambasted, we get called this, that's not going to help the situation whatsoever. What we need is solidarity, but not solidarity with other communities. What we need is solidarity with our governments, with our police force. You cannot demonise a select number of people just because you think it's virtuous and it's the right thing to do. That's not the way to go. These people are angry, understandably angry, because 3 little girls have been killed and their voices still are not being heard. You're just basically dropping them in acid and thinking, oh, fuck them, they don't matter, they're white, yada, 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 it doesn't matter. You cannot have your cake and eat it. You cannot have one section of people kicking off and getting what they want with another section of people also kicking off and then you're demonizing them, you're punishing them, you're tarnishing them with brushes that they don't really deserve to be tarnished with. These people have no other choice. They have tried every single avenue at their disposal. Every time something happens, people get blown up, people get their heads cut off, people get stabbed. Every single time it's the same thing. It's vigils, it's candles, it's guitars, it's singing Kumbaya. It does nothing. So what these people think, right, I'm going to kick the fuck out of some people, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. What other choice do I have? Again, I am not condoning it, I am not saying it should be done, but what other avenue can they take? There isn't one. To make their voices heard, to make the government listen, to make the police listen, nothing works. Unless, of course, you follow BLM and you follow various other groups on the other side. They get listened to, they get their own laws put into place. We don't. What's that going to do? It's going to cause massive friction. It's how you go down the route of civil wars. When you get one community being praised and bowed down to, and the other community getting ignored and punished. That's my video, guys. That's my thoughts. Please do tell me what you think in the comments. No doubt this video will be demonetized within 5.2 seconds, even though I've tried my best to keep it as even-ended as I possibly can. But yeah, there we go. It's worth putting out anyway. I don't really give a shit. I need to get this across to you guys. It's one rule for one and another rule for another. I'm sorry to droning on, and I'm sorry for the stammering of words. I've had a couple of drinks, so yeah, it's understandable. I hope you get the gist of what I'm actually saying to you. That's my lot, guys. Thanks a lot for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.